Today is the most miserable day.
30 and raining.
The snow is getting so heavy that it's destroying our barns.
Literally.
So I went out to the barn to get the Mark 1 snow remover. Do you know anything about this?
Yes.
Did you break the Mark 1?
Yes.
The snow was heavy before it started raining. Now it's soaking up all the water and it's crushing the barn. So to deal with this, I've developed the Mark 2, the snow clearing method. Needs a little work, but definitely shows promise. So the Mark 2 shows promise. I think we could do better.
Should I show you the Mark 3?
Oh goodness, I forgot my chainsaw out here. I had it sitting up there and it must have knocked it over when I was Alright, so I'll introduce you to the Mark 3. The Mark 3 is actually, I didn't build it. About 50 subscribers recommended this. This is built in Minnesota, as it says on the advert. And it's the snow razor, and it's the cleverest thing. Problem we're having with the snow razor is that you need to use it when the snow is fluffy and soft. Our snow has melted, and then it gets cold at night and it freezes, and now it's this big solid block of ice. So you kind of struggle with the snow razor. So next year, as soon as we get the fresh fluffy snow, we'll take the snow razor out there, and it's so easy to use that Mrs. Wranglerstar that you can do it as well.
That's right.
So the snow razor has got the tarp. But one thing I learned about the snow razor, how long did it take me to break the snow razor?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, and that was my fault because I was undermining the thick snow, making these little tunnels. The whole huge slab fell down and bent the handle, but I can fix that. So we got 26 feet of handle.
That's right. And one of the problems too is our buildings are so tall.
Yeah.
Makes it hard.
The snow razor it's just like the one I built, but it's better. It's got the wheels on it, and the way that it's got the tarp on it with the bungee. And it works so good. It was so good. It has this bungee here that you hook on and holds it in position. The downside though is when you get a big old block that comes down, it springs back like a trampoline and you get a lot of snow in the face. But I'll show you here. Now keep in mind that this is the worst possible snow that you could use a snow razor on. But let's get it started here. Oh, you got that. But it works. So you push it up and it makes these blocks. Look at that.
And you have to realize that the roof line there, we're standing on top of how many feet of snow, and that's how tall is that?
5 feet probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we got a lot of snow. And we have been taking off the roofs. It's hard to keep up.
Have a lot of roof.
Yeah. Oh, this is hard.
Oh my God!
I didn't know you were there. Are you okay?
Come on, put your back into it. The Oregon Trail doesn't have any room for weak women. Put your back into it.
Oh. It's so heavy.
It might be easier to let it, what happens and repair the damage in the spring.
Well, I'll go out of the dormer windows on the house. I'll go shovel the roof off on the house.
So what do you think of the Mark III?
I think it's great, but I think we need something tougher.
Like a homesteading woman in a red plastic shovel up on the roof with ice cleats?
Probably.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh, it's just raining out here. I've got to tell you guys, Mrs. W is she's a good sport. Not a fan of the Mark II. I tried to get her to use it, but she declined. She said she'd prefer to get up on the roof and shovel. So, man, I guess the moral of the story is get the snow off before it freezes and turns into this giant clump. But we had a lot of fun making this video, and we were up shoveling for a while. But I think we got a pretty good handle on it. I'll tell you what, being married to Mrs. W is like winning. I feel like I wake up and I've won the lottery every day. She is, I'm so grateful for her. So I love you, honey. She won't see this because she doesn't watch my videos. So what was I want to talk? Oh, so very exciting. So in yesterday's video, at the end card, I talked a little bit about possibly demoing this barn here and building a more of a traditional barn, something that's got a steeper pitch roof, something that's going to shed snow better, something that's actually built for an alpine environment, which this one was not. And it's really exciting. I woke up this morning to quite a few emails from all different types of companies that are really interested in sponsoring or being involved with this, and I thought, that would be. I thought yesterday that would be really fun because we could do. We can do kind of a barn raising. We can do a video series, and I've even had, I probably had 24 subscribers that all over the country that said, "Hey, I've got some time off, and if you want to do something like this, and you want to take a week, 10 days, and get this framed up, I'll come out there and help you." And I'm really grateful to that. I mean, what a community we have here. I mean, I've always said that that I have the best subscribers on YouTube, and I don't say that to pander to anyone. I say it because it's the truth. So that meant a lot to me. But anyway, so some of these, I can't really say who, I've got some conference calls with some of the companies that want to be involved, but some of them are kind of a non-traditional type of construction, things that I hadn't considered. I was just thinking, well, we'll just build a 2x6 stick frame building and nice pitched roof and all of that. And then, I was talking to Mrs. W about it this morning, and we were discussing, what about maybe putting, we've always, I guess we have this big property out here, and it's something that we really enjoy sharing, and we really enjoy teaching, what we've learned, and not to say that we're not the experts on it, but just we have learned some things to do right, some things to do wrong, and it would be nice to have a place that we could host some families. So whether that be subscribers or, I don't really know how that would work, but it would be really cool to have not only a shop, but even a place for friends and guests to come and stay. If ultimately this, we turned this home, kind of opened up our homestead and turned it into something that was more like an educational thing. I don't know. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know if we're going to do it, but I am entertaining anyone who wants to be involved in this and partner with this. And it could be a really great project. Really great project. So I guess that's about it. Excuse me. It's about, what time? 12 o'clock or so. I'll put this video up here today. Mrs. W is bringing my lunch in, and I'll probably go out and maybe build something in the wood shop because it's just terrible outside. Man, I couldn't believe I left my chainsaw out there. It got revenge on me from trolling everyone. I set that chainsaw up there on that for that silly video I did, and I brought my camera stuff in there, and I completely forgot about it. And it started snowing, and it must have snowed and covered it. And then when I was plowing snow, I pushed it over And then it got buried, and I didn't know it was there. And it was only by God's grace that I happened just to see the little handle, the handle sticking up in there. And well, luckily the snow had protected it from the rain. So, man, I asked Mrs. W. I said, "Do you think I should leave that part in there?" She said, "Absolutely not. You always talk about taking care of your things." I'm like, "Oh, I do." Well, I left it in there because you know what? We all make mistakes, and I certainly am the chief of sinners when it comes to that. So that's it. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.